Hello, everyone. Welcome to LaLiga Insiders in such a special week, this classical week, which is going to be broadcasted by ESPN Plus next Sunday. So sign up now to ESPN Plus. This is a special week, so that's why we're going to start with a big name here in LaLiga Insiders. Kylian Mbappe. Indeed, you know where he plays. Indeed, you know him because he's going to be one of the big names for the next window transfer market on the next summer. In Real Madrid sources, my sources at the club tell me that they're very confident on signing Kylian Mbappe. They rely on his word because past the transfer window, he said that he was going to wait till the 30th of June to expire his contract to PSG. And after that, he's going to sign for Real Madrid. So that's why people at Real Madrid, at least what my sources tell me, is that they are really calm down and they are really patient. So that's why they rely on his word right after the knockout on the knockout stage against Real Madrid and what happened last Wednesday against Ancelotti's team at Santiago Bernabeu. So that's why they're confident, they are calm down, and they do believe that Kylian Mbappe is going to be new Real Madrid player next July. So those are the breaking news here in Madrid. What can you tell us, Gemma, about your new breaking news?
Hola, Rodri. How nice would that be having in the next season's El Clásico Kylian Mbappe in Madrid and Haaland in Barcelona? Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
So
sure.
I'm sorry to put some water in the wine, but it's not happening. It will not be happening. Actually, yesterday, Joan Laporta publicly said that this was a very difficult operation and he knew that the people were excited about this signing, but that they have to be economically reasonable, something like that. So they they lowered the expectations about the signing. Rumors that they already encouraged himself and his right hand, Enric Masip. So sources told me that these divergences between the small group that do the signings in Barcelona, the small reduced group, there were divergences even earlier than yesterday, what Joan Laporta said. They were the president himself and some of the people there wanting to make Haaland Laporta's marquee signing of his new era of Laporta, but there were much more people there in that reduced group that they thought this was not reasonable for Barcelona that are struggling economically after the big financial problems they had. So they decided to cool those rumors and being more realistic, saying that now it looks almost impossible, but it doesn't mean that in a near future, they could try with a better financial situation to approach the player again and to try it.
Well, let's see what happens at Barcelona in the next summer. Here in Madrid, back to Santiago Bernabeu, from the very deep inside of the club, I was told 2 days ago that they are focusing two players, two young talents for the next July. Why? First of all, because they need a defensive midfielder in Real Madrid. They do believe and they are confident on Casemiro, but they do agree that Casemiro needs someone else by his side in order to have rest, in some points of the season. So that's why Real Madrid is very focused on two players. The main priority is the guy from Monaco, Tchouameni. He's been playing for the past 3 years in the Ligue 1. They are really confident on signing him, but the thing is that he's quite expensive because he's 22 years old. He's one of the best defensive midfielders in Europe at the moment, and he's going to be really massive in the near future. That's why Real Madrid believe that he could be the main priority to try to be with Casemiro and take him some rest in some points of the season. And the other name for Real Madrid, if finally Tchouameni doesn't arrive to Real Madrid, could be Gravenberch. Gravenberch is one of the main key now and one of the best players of Ajax Amsterdam. He's even younger than Tchouameni because he's only 19 years old. And the thing is that even Bayern Munich from Germany, they're trying to sign him. So that's why Real Madrid is gonna have a tough task in trying to sign this guy. Tchouameni and Gravenberch, two main targets for Real Madrid. They are only going to choose in between both, only one, okay? But the priority is Tchouameni, and then if Tchouameni doesn't really arrive, try to sign this guy from Ajax Amsterdam, Gravenberch. What are the new breaking news you have from Barcelona, Gemma?
Okay, so let's go with a youngster as well. Even when you watch him playing, you can think he's an old man. I'm talking about Gavi. He was sensational this last match day against Osasuna. Again, I'm talking about Gavi and Araujo. Are both priorities for Barcelona renewing. Every time Xavi talks about them, he remarks how important are them for him, for his team, for the football he wants to implement in Barcelona. Well, what I can explain you is that both renewals are stalled, and what sources told me is that the gap that there is between what their agents are asking for and what Barcelona can afford is huge. There is a huge gap because both players, they have a lot of teams willing to put money on them on the table to try to sign them, and they want to stay, but so they are making an effort to try to find an agreement with Barcelona. But what we can tell right now is that both renewals are stalled. There is no progression on that operations, and it's going to be difficult because, Rodrigo, we just got the information that LaLiga new spending limits in Barcelona is 144 million euros above that spending limit. So it's not going to be easy to get rid of salaries to be able to renew these two young, talented players.
My God, let's see how this end up at the end of the season, because I'm pretty sure the Gavi and Araujo are gonna be the main targets for big teams in Europe. Back to another big team in Europe, like for example Atletico Madrid. We have breaking news. My sources from the club tell me that doesn't really matter what happens this week in Champions League game against Manchester United, that Atletico Madrid still relies on Simeone. They're really confident on the way Simeone is treating the squad this season. They do believe in this job, and they do believe on him. So that's why it doesn't really matter if Atletico Madrid goes through or if they got knocked out by Man United. The Atletico Madrid is going to have this confidence on Simeone. Simeone will be the coach this week, and he's going to be till the end of the season and next season too. So that's why, for example, our names surrounding Atletico Madrid, such as Valverde or even Marcelino, Athletic Club de Bilbao's coach, that are sounding now at the environment of Atletico Madrid, that they don't care about that. They do believe in the guy that made them bigger again, like Simeone in the past 10 years, and they are going to be with him till the end of the contract, at least in 1 year and a half. Those are the breaking news that my sources tells me here in Madrid. What about Dembélé? Because you have some news on Dembélé, Gemma, innit?
Yeah, I mean, Dembélé in Barcelona, I think it will be until the last day, something like a soap opera. So we're still there in yet another episode. And probably he's playing his best football as a Barcelona player now that he's a free agent. He made 5 assists in 4 Liga games, and he was one of the best players against Osasuna. Well, what I can explain you is that my sources told me that Barcelona has decided not to make any kind of move on Dembélé. They think that they already made an offer. They don't have still a formal answer, and they don't want to do any other kind of approach because somehow they think he's playing around with the club because they think that he already has an agreement. Otherwise, he wouldn't be taking a huge risk like playing without a signed contract in case he gets injured. So the club position is that if Dembélé wants to stay, he will have to make the first move. So, Rodrigo, he's always been kind of a special player. The normal situation would be that he will be leaving, of course, at the end of the season. But with Dembélé, sometimes it's normal, it is not that normal. So we can expect anything.
Thank
You
you
know
very
what I
much,
mean.
Gemma. Yeah, I do what you mean. Thank you very much, because no one knows what happens with Dembele. Only he knows. The thing is that for
Yeah.
sure is that Dembele is going to play this Sunday, the Classico, that you can watch on ESPN Plus. Sign up now. Next Sunday at 4 p.m. East time and at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Sign up now. Classico, Barcelona, Real Madrid on ESPN Plus.